welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Hardy Ultradisc cassette reel. I've been using this for a little bit over a year now. Got it from the guys at Summers in Aberdeen. Really good shop if you're looking for any gear or insight into what you should be getting for your fishing tackle. Going to be covering off a number of different points from price, function, aesthetics, competitors, and really who I think this reel's potentially best suited to. So getting fired right into it, from a price perspective, this reel will cost you between £2.30 and £2.50 pounds these days, depending where you go, which puts it in the same sort of price bracket as your Lamson Waterworks cassette, where you get a couple of extra cassettes with that, and also the Vision XLV reel. From a performance perspective, the reason I picked this up was I had previously been using the Airflow Black Edition cassettes and also the Pros. Felt that they were really heavy though, and did a little bit of a review, bit of research into this, and basically found that that there were much lighter options out there in the market. The Airflow Black Edition reel, unloaded as it stands, is about 207 grams, which you think 207 grams, it's not really much. It's quite a lot whenever you start to put line and backing on it and you're holding it all day, so that does stack up. Again, from a comparison perspective, quite light. The Vision XLV reel sits at 179 grams in the 7 to 8 weight bracket. I weighed this about 5 minutes before starting the video, and this weighed in at 223 grams with line and backing on it, which is obviously going to be substantially lighter than the Airflow. Performance perspective, I can't fault this at all. It's a very robust reel, really well built in its mechanics and its internals. I've had some pretty big fish on the line with this reel. I'm talking 13-14 pound rainbows that definitely wanted to put up a fight, and brown trout up into the sort of 9-10 pound range, which I'm sure lots of you know, wanted to put up a fair old scrap. The drag on this is absolutely superb and didn't falter at all in fighting those fish and bringing them in. The one thing that I would definitely call out, however, is you do need to keep this reel clean if you do start to get grit into any of the mechanics on the internals. It's it will start to show, and that drag system will start to play up. So my recommendation is, do keep this clean, do keep an eye on it, maintain your reel if you get it. Taking another look at the reel in a little bit more detail, it comes in this nice little case which goes nicely in your bag or your box. Wouldn't say that there is a ton of room in this, and it can be a bit fiddly if I'm honest, so I could have made that a little bit bigger for my liking. It's not the best, it's not ideal, especially when you're trying to get at lines quite quickly, especially if you're out on a cold day in the winter and you're fighting with that. It's not ideal. A little bit of a closer look at the actual reel itself. To switch up, pretty simple, just unscrew here, this slides out, and what you've got effectively is you've got a locking mechanism here where you rotate these and this will just pop and slide off. Then back on if you're switching up, lock that in place, find a biting point, and then you screw back on and you're good to go. Sound wise, sounds alright. The thing that I don't like about this in some of its mechanics, however, are these sticky out pointy bits. Are not ideal. You can get all sorts caught in these and hung up on these whenever you're changing things, and actually sometimes getting at bits of the line through some of this build can be a little bit annoying in fairness, but all round fairly solid. This mechanism on the back, as I said, the actual drag system in here is absolutely superb. However, yeah, this is a bit plasticky and not the nicest, if I'm honest. I think they could have done a little bit better with this. So hopefully that's a useful look at what's actually involved in what you get out of the box, and we'll jump back to talk about the overall. And from a recommendations perspective, this reel is a solid reel and a solid contender out there just now in the market for cassette reels. People that are looking to switch lines, absolutely no issues switching to heavier sync lines with this reel, and also your floating lines, not an issue at all. The drawback and recommendation I would make to anyone out there buying reels, if you like nice hardy reels, the kind of classic metal, aesthetically pleasing, this maybe isn't the reel for you, given the fact that it doesn't necessarily look like your classic hardy reel. It definitely does a job, but it won't give you the same thrill factor, if you like, as some of the other hardy reels that are a little bit more expensive, aren't necessarily in the cassette space, but certainly a solid, functional, practical reel for the regular angler, that being river or still water. Hopefully you found that helpful, hopefully that was useful. Stay tuned, we'll be doing more reviews, short snaps into bits of gear that I've used, some unboxing. As always, get in touch, comment, like, subscribe, share. Look forward to hearing from you. Tight lines, cheers.